Welcome back to another episode of Better with ABBIE MAY. I'm here with Claudia. Hi,
Yay.
Claudia.
Thank you for having me.
I'm very excited. We're here on a Sunday afternoon because I am planning a few different episodes this week and this coming week. And I was like, I really just want to get some of these girls that I have in my little network here in the Gold Coast to talk about some topics that we have these chats all the time, and Claudia's been sharing a lot at the moment online and in the social media space, and I really just thought, let's get it behind the mic and talk about a few things. But I'm excited.
I'm excited. First time on a potty, so let's do it.
Yeah, well, it's almost my first. I feel like it's still my first podcast every time I get behind the mic. But Claudia recently competed in the FMG show in, what month are we in? In April? No, in June.
No, June. Like, what day is it? I don't even know.
In the June show, in the bikini category.
Bikini class,
Yes, bikini class. But tell us, how was show day? Tell us about show day.
Show day, honestly, show day was so underwhelming. I don't even, yeah,
I did
so
not see that coming. I was so amped up for these sets.
I feel like I haven't even spoken to you much about show day itself. It was so much fun and I loved it so much, and the feeling of being on stage is unmatched. It's unreal. Yeah. And I grew up dancing, so I've always loved being on stage. I loved performing. So being on stage and having my limelight in the middle, my physique that I've worked so fucking hard for, best feeling ever. But I got off stage and I was like, oh, that's it. Is that it? That's 20 weeks and that's it.
Yeah.
So I think I thought I'd be a lot more emotional coming off stage, but I think my emotion was a lot in the lead up to comp. 6 weeks, 4 weeks, that last month of prep was I was crying every day because I was so grateful. I was crying every day because I'm I can't believe I've done this. I've made it to the end, because so many people thought that I wouldn't be able to do it. So that's where the emotion was driven. So stage day, I thought I'd feel so much more and I felt fucking nothing.
Yeah. It's almost I think I kind of felt the same that night, because you realize it's over and it's it's not an emotional, but it's just oh, it's over.
What do I do now? Yeah. Who am I now?
We'll definitely dive into that, because that's the whole reason that I've got you here. We've dive straight in.
Let's go.
But tell us about the actual prep, because you had so much going, especially I think I met you 12 weeks out or something. You moved to the Gold Coast.
Yeah, I was 10 weeks out at the April show.
Yeah. And I'd met you around then. You'd moved to the Gold Coast. So much happened for you around that 10-week mark. Tell us. You moved.
I literally decided 10 weeks into my prep that I was just going to move up to the Gold Coast. Yeah. And I always had this idea that I wanted to live on the GC. I've lived in Greece for 6 months. I've lived overseas, done all the things. But I was I just want to go somewhere close to home. But I don't want to stay in Melbourne. Melbourne is just not it for me. I want the sunshine. I want the beach. And then I was I don't need to go to Greece to have this lifestyle. I can literally just fly up a few hours and be in the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
So I knew I wanted to this year. I always said around June. But being in Melbourne for prep, do you know what? Hats off to anyone that fucking preps in Melbourne. I don't think I would have been able to do it. I hate the cold. Yeah. And I think I would have just died, honestly.
And you get extra cold when you're that lean.
Yeah, I was cold up here. Yeah. And it was 14 degrees and I was it's so cold, but it's sunny. So yeah, I just decided at the April show, I was fuck it, I'm going to move up here. And that's exactly what I did.
Yeah. And then you moved, and then you were posting a lot on social media at the time.
I
think, yeah. Let's talk about it, because I think it was so cool the way that you came up here. I think you were sitting on around 3,000 followers.
I was on 6,000 followers. So before I moved up, my whole thing, I said to my boyfriend, this is a strategic move. Business.
Yeah.
And social media is my business at the end of the day. And I was if I move up there, originally I was okay, cool, I'm going to do a month stint, see how we go. If I don't get the success or get the results that I want in a month, then I'm just fucking around. I'm not taking myself seriously.
Yeah.
So I gave myself that month, and my Instagram popped off. I went from 6,000 followers up to, I think I'm 24,500 followers now.
It was going up 1,000 a night at one point.
It was fucking crazy in a matter of weeks. And I've just popped off 20,000 followers. And I was holy shit, this is everything I've always wanted.
Yeah.
And it's I just started posting the content, like my content, the aesthetic, like everything is just so much better. The lifestyle that I'm living, like prep, everything, like the discipline that I have with my training, I feel like that really accounted to my account taking off and just being so consistent.
Yeah.
Posting online. And I was like, oh my God, like one of my goals this year was to hit 10.3. That was my goal for the year, 10.3K followers.
Yeah.
And I've just like shot way past that.
Yeah, you did.
So yeah, I really feel like the move, just everything.
But I feel like even your content, like it didn't happen. And obviously I was kind of like watching it because this is the space, like I help build personal brands and like work with my clients. And I was like watching the things that you were doing and I'm like, you're so clever. Like you weren't taking it as like, oh, content creation. So many girls get wrong because they take content creation as like a side hobby. Like it's fun and they just play around with it. But you were doing really specific like strategies and like the things that worked, you posted them. I think there was like one reel you posted 3 times, 4 times.
Do you know what? If it works, fucking
Yeah.
do it again. Repurpose it, do it again. Like if it's getting the views and it's getting the engagement, like pop off, queen. Like fucking just get it out there, you know?
Yeah, keep posting it because it's like that's what was bringing in the new eyes and the new followers. And that community that were following you, like how has that helped business?
Business, I feel like, I don't know, it's weird. I think I'm just really hard on myself with business because I'm like, I want the clients and I want to help people and then I get the clients, but then I'm like, I'm always like striving for more. So I feel like a lot on it, like honestly with social media and like having my account pop off and literally go viral, like lead quality is like not that great. Yeah. So it literally just comes down to like, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't even say it was the following that got me the clients. I don't know, it's weird. Like I don't think that was like the specific thing.
Yeah.
I think it might have been like my approach to things and social media.
I agree.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like this is probably a conversation that you and I can have another day, but it's like I always talk about content as like a content strategy and you got the awareness or the like with your top funnel content. You were just reposting the same videos that were bringing those new eyes and they were pressing follow. But now it's like about building a really strong bottom funnel content strategy where you build the trust and you're like selling them without selling them. And so when they land in your DMs or they go to the link, you're not like having those sale conversations.
Yeah.
They're already pretty much bought. So I think that's like what the next stage is really for you is just, well, you've already started your YouTube. That's a good way of doing it.
I love YouTube. It's so much fun. I think like vlogging, I'm like me talking shit to my camera, feeling like so many people are listening, but I'm actually kind of just talking to myself and then they're like knowing there's people on the other end. I'm like, so much fun. Like,
yeah.
Let's go.
Like they can't talk back.
Yeah. You can't interrupt me and I can literally just talk about myself for however long. Awesome.
This is my opinion.
Yeah.
I really don't mind what you think.
This is me while I'm homeless.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you had just so many things going on around the show day. But I feel like your feeling of like gratitude and gratefulness, like you moved to the Gold Coast and I remember like the surge of like emotions I had of just living here as well, especially like moving towards winter and you're like, holy shit, we live in the best place ever. But then, yeah, your following was blowing up. Like you were meeting all these new people, like, and prep. I always call the prep a God complex because you're just like, look at me.
I am the best.
Yeah. And like, how did you feel, I guess, in those last like 4 weeks leading into show? Like, how did you feel in your body? How did you feel like with your routine?
I honestly felt like I felt so good. Like, it's so weird because I feel like so many people are like, oh, prep's so fucked and like you're so exhausted and you're this and you're that and oh my God, you just want to die and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Like I just did not. There was probably like 4 days, my entire 20 weeks where I was like, holy shit, I want the earth to swallow me up and I don't want to exist.
I remember you reached out to me like one of those days and you're like, I think I'm actually having a bad day. Like you were always confused about it.
Wait, what do you mean I'm not having a good day?
I was like, it's okay. You're in prep. Like it's normal to feel like shit.
Literally. So like it was just cool to like go through the entire prep. Like I think it's just because I had such a solid foundation with like my eating habits and my body image going into it that like it wasn't hard, and I've always been so disciplined with my training with or without comp that it's like nothing really changed besides like we're upping the cardio. Like yes, it's time consuming, you're spending like 7 hours at the fucking gym, but like I chose to do this and like I enjoyed it and I knew that the goal was so much bigger than how I was feeling. So it was almost like I was just like autopilot getting it done, but then like I was just fucking thriving. Like I'm someone that's like always very positive and I'm always like in a good mood, or if someone's in like a kind of a mood, I'm like, all right, like let's G up. Like I'm always trying to like make things better. Yeah.
And then I guess how many weeks post show are we now?
I think it's like 4.
4 weeks.
Like going into the 4th week out of it.
That's gone quickly.
Or maybe 3. No, maybe the
it's
5th week.
Anyway, it's like 4 or 5. I swear it has to be 4 or 5. But how are you feeling? Like, how was that feeling? Stepping off stage, you felt a little bit underwhelmed. How did you feel the next day?
So like jumping off stage, so underwhelmed. The first thing I fucking ate after my comp was honey on rice cakes because I could not decide where to go for dinner, and then everyone was getting shitty at me for not deciding where I want to go for dinner. I'm like, guys, I've not been able to eat for 20 weeks, and now you're telling me to decide one thing that I want. I don't know what I feel like eating, and almost part of me was like scared to eat because I was like, cool, once I allow myself to eat, I feel like it's just going to be this like slippery slope, and it was literally that.
I was here nodding like, yes.
Yeah, this is what's coming next.
Yes.
It's low-key been like really fucked. Like I haven't struggled this much mentally in like, I want to say like 3 years, which is like why I'm being so hard on myself. And like it is harder than I think it actually is because my mindset and like everything around food and everything around training and my body image was so solid for like 3 years after like working so hard to get it to that point. And then just to have it all like spiral and be like, holy shit, I feel like I've gone back to like my 18-year-old self that doesn't know how to fucking like control herself or how to like beat her mind and things like that. So it's just been like a little bit overwhelming. And then I like get stressed out because I'm stressed out. And then it's just been fucked.
It's a bit of a spiral.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it like, I just feel so much pain as you say that because I remember it. And it just, I came from like a place, and I think like we'll dive into how you were when you were 18, but I came from a place of never having like an eating disorder or never having a problem with my weight. Like I was always just somewhat fit throughout my whole life, ate whatever, like whatever mum cooked I was eating. So never really thought twice about food. But then just this absolute like spiral of emotions, and that week after show is so tough, and I think no one can really prepare you for it.
Not at all.
Especially just being like a girl, and it's like so glorified in the social media space, like eating your prep food and all of that, and then you dive into like, you know, everyone's Instagram explore pages are all these cookies and like that. You're so food focused during prep, and it's bad that we get so food focused. I wish there was more sort of education about like just trying to reduce that, because I feel like that was the reason. Like I never used to be a sweet tooth, but like the 3 weeks after my show, 4 weeks, 5 weeks after my show, the things that I was eating, it's like I don't even really want to put it on the record.
Bro, seriously.
And like I do want to normalize it because I'm sure some girls are thinking like, you know, obviously there's going to be a big bodybuilding community that listens to this, I feel. But I remember thinking like I felt like a monster, a little gremlin, because I was eating stuff that I would never normally eat. Like I was in mum and dad's kitchen, like with white bread that I never normally eat white bread. I had the peanut butter jar and I'm like scooping it like it's a dip. And then I'm going for like 3 more. And then I'm like, oh, now I feel like jam. So now I'm going for like the jam jar just because I thought I could.
Yeah.
And like I had to catch myself out, and I was like, if there was a fly on the wall right now, they would actually think like I was a zombie, because it gets, and I don't know, like there was other instances that were like that you just like literally crack, and it's like this little binge eating situation. And I put on 15 kilos in like 2 weeks. Like I just stacked it on.
Crazy.
And I never thought, like I remember I booked Europe only a few weeks after my show thinking I'll be so
That'd
like
be sweet.
Yeah, I'll be skinny. I wasn't skinny. I was the biggest I'd ever been.
She was not skinny.
I was a thick girl in Europe. But it's like I had to do a lot of work to kind of get comfortable with that and then just tone it back in. And I'm very happy with where I am now. But I was saying to someone even the other day, like I still feel the effects. Like I still think about food in a way that I don't want to be thinking about food. But yeah, like yourself, I guess, how is your reverse? Like what is the reverse protocols?
I don't think the reverse exists. So like I've been put on my calories, and it was just kind of like, okay, cool, here are your calories. Because I was still in Sydney for like 4 days after comp. And that is like probably one of my biggest regrets, I would have to say. It's like, no, I don't have any regrets. I'm like learning, and it's like my first time, and I'm just giving myself some grace. But what I would do differently next time, it's like I stayed in Sydney for 4 days. I had no routine. I then went back home to Melbourne. It was my boyfriend's birthday. We're going out for dinner 3 or 4 times in the week.
Yeah.
Birthday cake, dinner, dessert, just all of the things. And then like being back home in Melbourne after being away here, like I feel like I was living my best life here. I go back home and my friendships feel a little bit different to how they usually would have in the past. So I like that had me like emotional. And then just being back in Melbourne, like I was just like all in the feels. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm still going to the gym. I'm doing everything I need to do. But my food was just so derailed. Like it was just so fucked. I totally just forgot what we're talking about.
Post-prep brain.
How long can I use that as an excuse?
Just your reverse diet.
Oh, yeah. So put on my calories and then like, okay, so the first week out of comp, I was just eating like a bunch of processed shit. Mind you, before comp, I wasn't eating processed food.
Whole foods girly.
I was a whole foods girly. I couldn't even tell you, like, I didn't even eat cookies. I didn't even like cookies. I'd have a bite and I'd be like, ugh, I'd rather have like Greek yogurt and berries. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
And then so to like come out of it and be like, waffle maxi buns, slap.
It's like all these new food cravings that you didn't think existed.
Seriously.
It just opens up this gateway, doesn't it?
It is insane. And I remember I was in Sydney and I was with my best friend and we were sitting on the couch and I got some cookie companies send me some cookies. And I'm sitting on the couch and we'd literally share 2 cookies. So we'd have half of one flavor each and half of another flavor each. And we were sitting on the couch. So altogether I would have had 1 cookie. And I was sitting on the couch and I was like, I'm actually gonna throw up. I feel so sick. Like we had a cookie like every day. Yeah. And I just felt so ill. And like to me, because I hadn't binged in however long, that felt like I was like completely overdoing it.
Yeah.
And then just really like having the numbers in my head, like, okay, cool, this is probably 500 calories. Okay, but then I'm having my lunch and that's probably like another 600 calories. And then just like spiraling because I feel like I've already overdone it so much when in reality it's like I would have still been having like my 4 or 5 meals. They were just like a calorie dense higher meal. Yeah. And then that led into like the uncontrollable eating where I couldn't stop and I didn't want to like put my food down. So it was like processed shit for the first week out. Second week out, Wheat Bix. Loved Wheat Bix. I was smashing like 10 Wheat Bix and like 2 liters of milk. It was random. So bad. Yeah. And then like jam and butter on toast.
Yeah.
I'd have like 4 slices of butter on fucking toast with jam.
How were your hunger cues? Like, did you feel full?
I felt full, but my brain was like, you want more. Like you want something sweet. Like I went out for dinner with my parents. I literally went home and had like 4 pieces of toast with jam. Yeah. And I was like, I literally just ate dinner. And I just want to eat more. So then I was like, okay, cool. I actually need to pull my finger out because this is so fucked up. And then I ate great for a week. And then I went out for brunch on the Saturday. And then I was like, oh, well, I fucked up. So I'm just going to, what did I even eat that day? I don't know, but I went out for brunch. And then, yeah, just from that moment, I was like, fuck it.
Yeah. There were definitely moments where it was like a blackout eating almost, like you wouldn't even really realize what you were doing until you kind of like look at the mess around you and you're like, I just ate all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember like so vividly, like even the cafe the next day, I went with Gabby and Jake who compete as well. And they took me to this cafe and they thought I'd be so excited. And I sat there and I was like having panic attacks as the food came out because I was like preparing myself and my body was like almost scared, like you're about to eat this.
Yeah.
But it was like that moment that once I started eating, it was then self-sabotage. It was like once I like finally pushed past that point, because I was almost nervous to like, you know, open up the floodgates. But then once the floodgates were open, it was like, oh, well, I've already fucked it. Like I may as well fuck it for the whole week. And then it just like the week became 2 weeks. Like, oh, I deserve this. And it's like that kind of mindset that you have of like, oh no, I'm allowed to do this. And I think it's so hard, especially people around you, like they don't completely get it, especially if they're not competing themselves. But you know, I'd have my friends and my family be like, oh, stop being so hard on yourself, like it's okay. But I wish people around me were like, no, like let's just go eat a salad, like let's, you know, eat some normality, like have some normality. And you know, my coach didn't exactly like give me the support that I was looking for or I needed. He knew that I was very uneducated when it came to food. I actually learned how to use my Fitness Pal 22 weeks before my show. Wow. I'd never used my Fitness Pal in my life. And he's teaching me, like I'm at the shops calling him 22 weeks out and he's like telling me what a macro and like how to scan stuff is. So that's how, because like I don't come from this world, like I'm in marketing.
Yeah.
So that's how uneducated I was. And it just felt like really cold turkey. Yes, looking back at it in hindsight, I called him and said like, you know, oh, we'll stop coaching now. But I thought that's what you did. Like, I thought you finished the show and you just stopped your like weekly coaching sessions.
Nope.
There needs to be like that conversation with every girl before they enter a show that, you know, if you're going to commit to a show, you're also going to commit to 6 weeks with me, like post-show.
Reversing out. Yeah, so
you
important.
know, whatever that looks like, even if it's a 2-week gap post-show and then we start again, because like they need that support. Like I really feel like I've seen so many girls that we know go through this, and, you know, it's just heartbreaking really, because for me, has it ruined the whole bodybuilding experience? Yes. Will I ever bodybuild again? Probably not, because of that. I had a lot of other stuff going on at the same time. Like I love show day. I was a little bit different. I love show day. I was like, this is the best day ever. But even in that week, like I got broken up with 3 days before the show. Like it was a tough week. But I was like, still love show day. And like the week after it, I still felt really good. It was just the food thing. But yeah, looking back at it with hindsight, like that whole food experience, it just, I don't know, it makes me not want to do it again, especially knowing like I'm 19 months or 18 months post-show. And yesterday, I work with a coach now. Yesterday, I'm in a cut at the moment. So I've eaten really well. This is probably like the first time my weight started to like steadily go down and I'm like tracking macros again. I've got Bali in 4 weeks, so we're just doing a mini cut with my coach. And I had a dinner party planned last night. And I told myself that going into this dinner party, I was probably just going to not track and relax just and eat whatever, enjoy the food. I felt anxious about it almost all week. Like I was thinking about this dinner party I've got coming. Yesterday I was at Woolies quickly walking around getting groceries to like put together a little dish. And I walked past the Biscoff Lamingtons.
Bro, don't even start me on
them on your story too. I walked past the Biscoff Lamingtons and I fucking love Biscoff. Even in my cut, I have Biscoff every night. I bought them. And my idea was to take them to the party. I didn't make it out of the car park. And I sat there and I was like, I'll just have one.
Oh my God.
And then I had two. And I've eaten so good, like, and they're like 300 calories per Lamington. So I've eaten 2 in one sitting. And I just caught myself out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what was that? And I actually like sent a few voice messages to my coach because he's kind of helping me like come out of these bad habits. And I was like, I have just like done this and now I'm really scared to go tonight. I don't even know if I want to go to this dinner party tonight. And he's like, it's obviously like a self-sabotage. And it's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
I have this like all-in personality. But like, because I knew I was going to this dinner party, I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to ruin my diet right now, where I could have not done that and then had that extra 600 and enjoyed the dinner party. I still went to the dinner party and I still just ate food and it wasn't like anything crazy. Like it was still pretty clean. But that even yesterday was like a scary moment. I'm back in like my cut and I'm going to keep tracking. But that was a sign to me that I'm not recovered.
Yeah.
Because it was like that one little taste of, okay, you're going to like go out and enjoy some normal food. I just hit this like all or nothing kind of button.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like I'm just going to binge, where it's like, there's just no like balance.
That is like the biggest thing I speak. Yeah. And I speak with that with my girls as well. It's like, if you're restricting yourself so much throughout the week, like you're going to want to binge, or like you eat off plan, you're going to like let it spiral because like I was doing so well and now suddenly I'm not. So it doesn't matter if I keep fucking it up. And it's like when you restrict yourself and you say, oh no, I can't eat that. Oh, I can't have this. Oh no. As soon as you tell yourself no, first of all, you're probably going to want it fucking more.
Yeah.
And second of all, it's like, when are you ever going to find balance with food? And that's why as well, like for myself, it's so frustrating because I know everything and I've like worked myself out of like binge eating disorder and all of that sort of stuff. It's like I know everything I want to do, but my mind is not strong enough to do it right now.
Yeah.
So like yourself, it's like you say, okay, cool, I'm going to dinner and I'm going to eat. I may as well fuck it up because I'm going to fuck it up anyway. So it's like finding that balance. And even I was on the phone to my dad today and he was like, I went for brunch and I just like fucking spiraled and I've eaten like shit for the past 4 days. And he's like, well, just don't go for brunch. And I'm like, so I'm never going to go to a restaurant or go out for a brunch with my friends or my partner ever again because I can't control myself around food.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust myself around food. It's like you almost need to put yourself in situations where you're around the food or you have the cookies in the house or you have the chocolate in the house and you know it's there and like you're telling yourself like it's there. I can have it if I want to. I'm just choosing not to. And I think that's like the biggest thing. Like I can have this thing if I want to. It's always going to be there, whether it's now, I eat it now, I eat it tomorrow, I eat it in 6 weeks' time. I can go to the shops and get it whenever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
It's like there. It's available to me all of the time. It's like, why do I feel the need to eat it right now? And like checking back in with yourself, like,
yeah,
what is actually driving this? And usually it is like the restriction, or it's like I've already fucked it up, or it's like for myself, like first week out was like emotional. Like
yeah, of course.
it's like I almost forgot how to like soothe myself that I just turned back to food.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, it needs to stop. So yeah, it's like super interesting to hear like, you know, going for dinner and it's like spiral. It's like everything triggers something and it's like you really just want to heal that part of yourself that gets triggered so that it doesn't sort of happen.
It's definitely like, that kind of emotional trigger. And then, like you said, it's just
Self-sabotage.
You know, it's self-sabotage because I'm sitting there and I know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah.
You're like, you silly little girl.
Yeah.
You're going to hate yourself with this.
Even for me when it's like, no, like you shouldn't do that. I'm like, well, fuck it. Like, watch me. You don't think I can eat this whole box of cookies? Like, I'm going to fucking do it right now.
When you were younger, like growing up, I know obviously you come from Wog family, so like food is around you a lot.
Yeah.
Your like kitchen, your pantry, what did that look like? Because I guess the reason I asked, like I grew up in a family where we did not have any sweets, any like I can't even explain. We literally just had like bread and potatoes and cereal in the cup. Like, I'm sorry if you're listening to this, Mum, but
please make my childhood more exciting.
We literally just had all of these foods, like the most basic bland foods in their house, because if like she bought lollies or chocolate, like it'd be gone in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But that, like, I'm looking back on our childhood and going like, that has kind of been reason for who I am and like what I am now. Like even when I go to the grocery shops, I won't buy like anything if I don't want to eat it, because if it's sitting in the cupboard, I'll eat it. But I remember I used to go to my best friend's house and her cupboard, like they used to have like 6 boxes of chocolate, like chips, Pringles, like all of these food. And her mum used to laugh at me when I go over because like I'm always in the cupboard like snacking. She's like, you don't have these foods? And I'm like, no, like it's almost like forbidden for us. But yeah, like I know you had a binge eating disorder like from 16, 17.
Oh, I probably had eating disorders for like 10 years. Like from when I was probably like 15, like maybe like year 8, year 9 was like when all my like eating, it was just so fucked up. But like as a kid, childhood, I was like your friend. Like we had everything we ever wanted in the cupboard, like cookies, like you fucking name it. And I don't know if like that's a good thing or a bad thing, but let's just say like I was not restricted. And you could tell that I was not restricted as a child. But like a lot of my eating disorder stuff, I don't know, I feel like it came when like you start to grow up and like you start comparing yourself to other girls. And like I had a boyfriend in year 9 and it's like, oh my God, my boyfriend. And then like he cheated on me, but like the girl was really skinny, right? So then I actually feel like that is a turning point in like my relationship to food, because I was like, oh, she's skinny. And obviously everything's like catastrophized and so much more like hurtful when you have no emotional awareness when you're like 14 years old. And then I feel like I saw her and I'm like, she's so skinny. I like, for me to be lovable, for me to like be desired, it's like I need to be skinny. And then I would just like restrict myself. And then I was like at school with this other girl who had like, she was like literally diagnosed with anorexia. And then it almost became like a competition in my head, like, oh, she's not eating, so I'm not going to eat. And it was just like a bit of an attention thing. And it's like just a validation thing, and like to know that people like cared for you as well. So that all started, around that age, and then just continued. So it would be like restrictive. Like there was a point in time where I was eating like 5 grapes a day for months. Like it was like so fucked up. And then that obviously turned to the other way, binge eating. And it's like I'd eat so good during the day, and then like nighttime would come and I'd like hide in my room and eat all this food because I was so embarrassed for anyone else to see me like eat the food, or school all day. I wouldn't eat at school, and then like go home, binge on like packets of Tim Tams and like everything. So it was just like a constant battle. And then like I finally decided to like get to the gym. I wasn't training at the gym at that point. I was just like going for runs and like going for walks and like trying to lose weight and trying to get a routine, and it just never worked. Like I was eating 8 cookies a day at one point because it was like the cookie diet, and like you'll lose so much weight. Lost like 8 kilos on the cookie diet. But like,
what's the cookie
where
diet?
the fuck is the sustainability? 2 cookies for breakfast, 1 for a snack, 2 for lunch, 1 for a snack, 2 for dinner. And they're like these special cookies that suppress you. It was fucked up. Do not recommend. Do not ever do that. So yeah, this was like however long ago.
Yeah.
So there was that, and then like I lost a lot of weight, and I was like, nothing ever sticks. Like, why is nothing working? Like, I can be disciplined and eat fucking 8 cookies a day, but I can't just like eat like a normal person.
Yeah.
And then that's when I hired a coach. But like my eating was literally fucked up until like 3 years ago, even when I started training in the gym. So
Yeah.
all of my bad eating habits and like disorders and everything stopped the minute that I went on my little solo trip to Europe. Because it's like I stopped worrying about the fucking numbers. I stopped worrying about tracking. I didn't even think about what was going in my mouth. I just ate. And it's like I had so much food available to me. This is a restriction thing.
Yeah.
Everything was available to me. So I didn't want to overeat. I didn't even binge when I was on that trip. It's just like it all went away because all the pressure of like the numbers and the tracking and not eating this and getting to the gym, all of that was gone. That suddenly like I just felt fucking normal and I didn't stress about food. Like, yeah, I put on weight in that time, but like I was living my fucking life and I was like no longer controlled by food. And like that was a moment that changed it all for me. So yeah.
Yeah, I will say Europe, like I went solo to Europe last year thinking, like I said, I was going to be this like lean bean fighting machine, but I wasn't. But it was healing for me because it's like the food in Europe, I don't know, it's like clean, but like you'll eat, you feel full, you're really busy, like you're not thinking about
food, yeah.
When you're here in your routine, like you're thinking about food. Like when's my next meal? What does that look like? Where am I getting it from? Where like Europe, you'll be like, oh, I'll just order whenever I see something.
You eat when you're hungry, or like you see something like, oh, I really want to eat that fucking like cookie in the window. I'm gonna eat the fucking cookie in the window. Yeah, right.
So it was definitely a little bit healing for me, but like kind of diving into sort of the identity that you had. Like obviously you've come from binge eating disorder, then into like a healed version of you, then going into a prep. But now obviously I think that was like for me post prep a big thing as well. Like it wasn't just the
oh my god.
Claudia's phone.
let's just shut that up. Okay.
For me, it wasn't just the food like that. I'm like, yeah, I probably wouldn't do a bodybuilding prep. It was like the actual identity itself, because I built up a little bit of following, nothing like you, but like so many people spoke to me like I was on this pedestal. You know, you look so good, you look so skinny. Oh my God, you look great. Wow, you are so disciplined. You're so hardworking. You know, they would say things like, I can't believe you're doing this all, like, and it's them, but it's also your own inner talk. Like you're thinking, I am so disciplined. Like, look at everything that I've achieved. I am the most leanest version of myself right now.
Yeah.
Losing that identity and watching obviously the physique go the other way, but the routine, like you're not going to the gym twice a day, every day anymore. You know, you're going out for a drink here and there, and then you're doing the social things and you're like, hang on, who am I? Like, I thought I was this epic, disciplined kind of queen, and now I'm just like everybody else again.
Yeah.
That sucked for me. And that's why I do call a prep like a God complex, because I was very aware of how I was feeling. How are you kind of sitting in that at the moment?
I think now I just have like a lot of pressure on myself because I had so much like success and so much growth like within my business and on social media, and that all happened while I was lean.
Yeah.
So it's like I almost have this pressure on myself that like, oh, if I'm not that lean, I'm not going to be as successful. If I'm not posting my body on Instagram the way that I was, I'm not going to get the views. I'm not going to get the engagement. And then literally someone said to me the other day, he's like, it's not the prep. It's literally not the prep. It's like you're doing something you said you're going to do. You're disciplined enough and people are seeing changes. Like you're just committed to something.
Yeah.
It's not the fucking prep. And I was like, yeah, cool. Like I get that. And like, that's so true. But at the same time, like I've just held on to like all the success that I felt. And like, even my mindset, like I honestly feel like I've lost my spark a little bit. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like I feel like I have this toxic trait of like making something my entire personality.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was my entire personality. But then at the same time, before prep, the gym was still my entire personality. So it's like, I went from, I'm so disciplined outside of prep. So going into prep didn't feel like anything different. So then now coming out of it, I've like lost sight of just like who I was before prep because I was so focused on who I was in prep. Even though it wasn't that different to who I was before prep, it's just how lean my body is, which is now my mind is just like playing fucked up games with me because it's like, cool, I'm reversing out, I'm putting on weight. I know I'm not doing the right things in terms of my nutrition. So then my mind plays more games on me because it's like, you're not doing the right thing. You look like fucking shit. And I've just lost who I was even before prep was a thing. Does that make sense?
Yes, but I'm going to stop you there. You do not look like shit before we even go on because, like, I totally hear you. But, yeah, I think that's exactly the feeling, right? It's like this feeling of, like, I am this disciplined person.
Yeah.
I think for me, like, the title of bodybuilder was, like, you know, I put my identity to I am a bodybuilder. And 19 months out, everyone still asks, like, are you going to compete again? Are you going to compete again? And I say no, but then I'm still in the gym like 5 times a week. I love bodybuilding. Like, I love the gym and I love watching my physique grow. But then I almost feel like a fraud for calling myself a bodybuilder because I don't exactly have, like, the idea to compete again. But it's like, what am I? Just a gym goer?
Yeah.
I don't want to be just a gym goer. Like,
I just enjoy going to the gym.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it was that loss of that identity. And I still almost struggle with it today. Like, I don't really know how to, like, I like to kind of elevator pitch myself.
Yeah.
And, you know, what do I say? Like, I am fitness obsessed. Like, I love to go to the gym. Like, anyone loves to go to the gym. But, like, I love to go to the gym to the point where, like, I love to be competitive.
Yeah.
Even if I don't get back on the stage, you know, I fucking push myself every time in the gym. But, yeah, I think it was that feeling for me where I was like, who am I? How do I appear on socials? How do I appear in social groups? And someone had a very similar conversation and it was like, it's not the prep that, you know, we kind of think, you know, you're this person because of. It's the mindset behind it.
Yeah.
It's the way that you showed up and you spoke about why you were doing the prep. It's, you know, the approach that you then also use in different life. And I think I've just converted a lot of that. And I can feel like you're about to do it too in a season. A lot of that discipline just into business. And I'm like, I am this disciplined person.
Yeah.
I can do what I said I'd set out to do. Like, to me, it was coming off that stage. I was like, I can fucking do it. Like, I can do anything. I was so scared to, like, take the leap and quit my job and go to this business world. I was like, I can fucking do it. Like, that was 20 weeks. It shows yourself if you just put your head down for 20 weeks. And I've been grinding on this business for 6 months, but I'll say, like, I've not given it the effort that I gave the bodybuilding prep.
Yeah.
If I just shut out all noise and, like, you know, said 20 weeks business, I'm all in, I know that thing will, you know, compound.
Yeah.
But it's like, cool. It's like, I feel like I've got this power.
Yeah. And it's almost like that thing, like you say that, and it's like the tangible goal at the end. It's like, cool, I can stay disciplined because I need to stand on stage in 20 weeks. Do you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people go into a bodybuilding comp.
Yeah.
Like when I first wanted to compete back in 2020, I wanted to compete so that I could stick to my diet and stick to my routine because I had to stand on stage. Like that was it. And I feel like a lot of people go into a bodybuilding comp with the same sort of mindset. Whereas like for myself this time, it's like, no, I know that I'm disciplined without that goal. I know I can do it without that goal. I don't need a goal to like keep promises to myself because I was like very set in my ways and all of that. And then it's like just proving to yourself that like you can do the hard fucking thing.
Yeah.
So like that was the main goal of that. So like now in my head, I'm like, oh, I feel like I need this goal again just to be able to stick to my routine because I'm like so fried in the like head right now. And I know it's just going to take time to pass. And I like chat GPT. I was like, how long for me to get back to normal after this bodybuilding fucking comp?
Give me the time in hours.
Literally, but it's like 8 to 12 weeks for like your body to like regulate, for your hunger hormones to regulate, for your like, I haven't had a period in so fucking long.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like my hunger cues are all over the shop. Like I'm craving things that I've never fucking craved before. Like, and I feel like the processed food itself actually like fucks with your chemicals and shit in your brain as well that doesn't help the situation too.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
No, I think it was definitely just doing the hard thing. And that was like my goal into it as well. It was like, I just want to say that I have done it.
Yeah.
But now that I have, it's like I can do the hard thing. You'll come out of it and you'll kind of regulate, and it's like, what's the next hard thing?
Yeah.
That's really what it becomes. Like, I think a lot of girls, that's why they go back straight into the bodybuilding, because it's like that is their next hard thing. Totally fair, totally fine. But I definitely kind of sat there and I was like, I want to do this business. I'm going to make that my hard thing.
Yeah.
That's going to be for me.
It's so interesting that you say that, because like last year, like I applied for Miss Universe, got accepted into Miss Universe, and then I applied for a DJ competition. Then I competed in a DJ competition. So like that year, like I had things to look forward to and things to like work towards and blah, 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 and like did all the things. So I'm like, this year, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not going to Greece.
Yeah.
I told myself I'm not going to Greece. I'm focusing on my business. But like, what big spectacular thing am I doing and trying to like achieve? And it's like, it was bodybuilding. And now it's like, I know I want to compete again, but I feel like the reason that I always knew that I wanted to compete again, but I think the reason behind it now coming out of it is like, I want to show myself that I can like, I know what to expect with the reverse.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, okay, prep was a breeze. Can I nail the reverse?
Yeah.
And it's almost like proving to myself like, cool, I can go through this prep. I can nail the reverse.
Yeah.
Like, and just not make the same mistakes that I've made this time.
You can.
That'd be the goal.
Yeah. A big turning point for me was like, because I was very same, like focused, end of the 20 weeks, you know what the goal is, you know what the date is. Building a business is weird, and like, it's kind of like, what is the end goal? Business never really has an end goal. It's forever going to be moving. So for me, it's like only the past couple of months, I'm like, I don't need an end goal to feel like I'm achieving something. Like if I just look at the every single days and like document and like kind of figure out what have I done in that, like the actual journey, you know, that is the goal in itself. And I just want to be happy in that.
Yeah.
And try and really, like remove that whole, like the whole past 6 months, I've been trying to remove like my identity as attached to any one thing. Like I am just me. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm developing. I don't really know what that's going to look like. I don't know what my legacy is going to be, but it's like I know that I show up every single day to the best version of myself. I show up disciplined every day. And it's like, rather than a label as in I am this person, I am these traits. Like I am disciplined. Yeah. I am kind. You know, I know I'm resilient. I'm confident. Like it's these traits as opposed to I am businesswoman. I am bodybuilder. I am
bodybuilder.
Lean. Like I don't need to be that.
Yeah.
But it's just like the way that I show up.
Yeah.
And the way that I show up is going to make this person.
Yeah.
That was like the big thing for me. Taking away that. Like I'm not, you know, people say like I am an influencer. But like you are, but who are you behind that?
You?
I actually saw something the other day, and they were saying like when someone asks you what do you do for a living, don't tell them your job title, tell them like literally what you do for a living. And I think that is so true. Like we just fall to this world of titles, which is like from the Matrix. It's so rat racy. You know, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a plumber. You're so much more than that.
And your job.
Yeah. Like tell me, like, why would you say I'm a plumber before you say I am a father, I'm a husband, you know, I am a kind man, I volunteer at church. Like there's all of these other things that these people are, but you just fall into this like title of, your most like tangible recognition, which is like kind of like your career.
Yeah.
So I think that for me, like the past 6 months, I'm like, I'm not one thing, I'm many things. And that's helped. That's helped like my self-soothing and self-healing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny you say that because like I literally think and I'm like, I don't know. If someone's like, what do you do for a living? Like naturally I'm like, I'm an online coach. But if someone's like, what do you do for a living? I'd be like, I'm fucking living. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm literally just like living my life. Like, yes, I bodybuild. Yes, I've got my business. And like I'm so obsessed with business. Like I love business and I want to grow my business. But it's like I also just like want to fucking like live. Do you know what I mean? Like I moved to Queensland like in the middle of a fucking prep with like 0 weeks notice. Like 2 weeks later I'm in Queensland. Like I'll fuck off to Europe and like do my thing. I literally saw flights to Bali for like $450 for like August. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go. It's like I just want to.
I paid $800 for mine.
Live. Yeah, $450.
You coming?
I'm going to go in like August.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm there 10th. The 21st.
I was going to go from the 10th to the 22nd.
Perfect.
The cheap ass. I'll see you in Bali.
We go to Bali together.
Oh, love. But do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like having that freedom.
Yeah, agreed.
To like live. And it's like, yeah, cool, I bodybuild. But even then, like, just backtracking to what you were saying before, it's like, what am I? Like a fucking avid gym goer? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's like, before I even prepped, I was like, I'm a fucking bodybuilder. Like, I do these things to get my body to look a specific way. I want to grow muscle. I want to be strong. That's what a bodybuilder does. Just because I'm not stepping on a fucking stage doesn't mean I'm not building my body to look the way that I want it to fucking look.
Agree.
You know? So, yeah, just live your fucking life.
Yeah. I think it's just trying to like detach yourself from those labels.
Yeah.
It does become like, it's the pressure. Like, I know you're very ambitious and kind of, it's that pressure you put on yourself. But taking away that label and just being like, how do I want to show up every single day?
Yeah.
You know, fit, disciplined. We're both a little bit, what's the word? Like, I can't even think of the word. Sporadic almost. Yeah. Impulsive is probably the word I was looking for.
Irrational.
Not irrational? Oh, I was going to say irrational.
Oh, no, sometimes.
Oh.
Me sometimes.
But it's like, and I'm intense. Like, I'm all the other things as well. Like, I'm intense. I'm passionate. You know, I just am this person, and it's like, it's okay to be that person without the bodybuilding title, without without that whole persona.
It's crazy. Like, the week after comp, I was like, I need a fucking hobby. I was like, I actually need a hobby. Like, I don't have any hobbies because my life has just been like the gym for the past 20 weeks. And even before that, the gym was my life, but it's like, I labeled myself as like, I'm a traveler and I read books by the fucking pool. And it's like, okay, cool. But like, what else do I actually do for fun? Like, you know, it's just so weird. Fitness.
Fitness is, and like, don't forget that either. Like, it took me a while to then go, hang on, I do fitness for fun. Yeah. Because I had that feeling too. I was like, I need a hobby. I'm like, actually, you know what? Like even just this morning, I went and like did a bunch of ergs with friends, and it was like, that is my hobby. Like,
things you enjoy doing.
Yeah. I love it. And then we sit on the floor dying, sweating, and like having a chat, and I'm like, this is good for me. Like, it's all I need to fill my cup. Yeah. I think the bodybuilding thing, it takes away the fun out of it for a while and makes it like a job or like a requirement.
Yeah. Or people think that like, oh, you do bodybuilding every day, therefore it's not a hobby because like it's just a part of your life. It's like, it's a part of my life because I enjoy it so much. It's like, yeah. So I feel
you'll find the enjoyment in it again. It all comes back.
Literally. Like when people tell me that like reading my book on a beach somewhere isn't a hobby. I'm like, that is a hobby because I enjoy it. And if I want to go lay on a beach somewhere and read my book, I will go lay on a beach and read my book. If it's winter, I will fly somewhere to sit on a beach and read my fucking book. That's what I enjoy doing.
I think you are very hard on yourself. Like, you do the YouTube thing, you do social media, you do content creation. That's all a hobby. Yeah. Like, all of those things, you're doing a lot. You're cooking, like, you're in the kitchen chefing up different meals. Literally. Like, all of that. They're all hobbies. Yeah. It's just like you're looking for the next shiny object. Literally. Where it's like just centering back in and being like, no, I'm good with what I've got and I'm good with what I do. And like, this is enough for me.
Yeah. I think definitely I'm so hard on myself, and especially coming from like being so disciplined and like working so hard for that, and then just like not feeling like it was hard to stay disciplined. It was just like my life and like who I was. It wasn't a thing that I'm disciplined. Like, no, this is just who I am and how I am. Like, it doesn't need to be disciplined because it's just me. And then like now to not have any of it, it's like, cool, I need to be moving further along in my business, and like my relationship to food is like a little bit fucked right now, but it's like nothing feels like good enough. Like, I feel like I can always be doing more and always like just to be better, but I like don't actually stop and fucking smell the roses. Or like I even just like distract myself so much because I don't want to be in my own head. Yeah. You know, like last night I walked down to the beach at like sunset and I was on my phone to my boyfriend, like hands in my head, sitting on the sand, like crying because I was like, I can't stop eating cookies. Like, I just want to eat fucking cookies. And I was like, I laugh at it now because it was actually pretty funny. But like in the moment I was like, this is so fucking sad.
It's scary.
I am sitting here like, there was a point where I was like on the phone to him like a week out of prep and I was like, I am terrified of putting on weight. Yeah. Like, I am actually so afraid to put on fucking weight. And it doesn't make sense. It's like, I was 20 kilos heavier at the start of prep. I lost 19 kilos in my prep.
Yeah.
And I was so happy with myself. I loved my body. I did not speak negatively about my body in fucking years. And it's like, now it's like, I'm just sitting here and I'm like crying and I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm like, dude, I just went through a 20-week fucking prep. I have a fucking business. I have clients. Like, I am helping people achieve their fucking goals. That is like my dream.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm living in like a fucking dream house. I'm living in fucking Queens. I'm by the water. I'm a 10-minute walk from the fucking beach. Yeah. Like, can't we just stop and be fucking grateful for that for a second instead of worrying about me putting on like fucking 5 kilos?
Let it. Like the let it theory, but it's your body weight. Just honestly,
and fucking cookies, you know?
Let your body do what it's going to do. Like, let it have its season because it's in that you'll like then grow and develop, and then you'll be able to like, you know, pull it back in
building.
if you needed to. Yeah, but you honestly, like, you are a healthier version of yourself right now. You're only going to get healthier as your hormones regulate and all of that comes back. And yeah, it takes a while. Like, it took me 6 months of just being like, you know, figuring out what all of it meant. But
yeah, it's almost like I feel like I needed to figure it out yesterday. That's where my brain gets caught. So it's like, this shouldn't still be happening. We're like 4 weeks out, 5 weeks out. It's like, it's normal for it to go on to like, for like months. Yeah. You know, it's like your body needs to.
I'm 19 months away and I'm telling you, I'm still having moments. So don't put too much pressure on it.
Yeah. It's like,
because it's that bigger spiral then, isn't it?
Right? It's like, I need to be perfect. And then it's like, I'm not perfect. So I'm like, fuck it. And then it's like, we're back to square one. It's like, bitch, just fucking chill. It's okay. And like, I literally say all the time, it's like, you need to fuck it up to get it right. No matter how many times you need to fuck it up, even if it's like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, like, you're still progressing forward because you just start learning from the dumb shit.
And hindsight is just such a beautiful thing in like this whole process, because you look back and you're like, oh, what a silly little girl.
Right. And like,
I thought I was healed. I'm still not. Like, you just like I kind of keep hitting these moments where it's like, I thought I was good, but now I'm even better. And now I'm even better. Yeah. And well, that's like the whole process, the whole point of this thing is just, we're never exactly there. Like, we just forever keep getting better.
Yeah. And there's always so much more to learn about yourself as well. And like these moments, and like, I have the proof, like, I've done it before, like, I know I can do it again. It's just right now, like, everything is so heightened and like my emotions are so like out of whack. It's just like, chill, let it do its thing. And like, I know in my soul, like, I'm going to be okay. Mm-hmm. Like, I know it's all going to work out. I know I'm going to get back to where I was pre-prep. It's just a matter of time, and it's not going to look perfect, and it's probably going to be a bit fucked for a little bit too. But like, I'm going to be okay, and I have no doubt that I will be
bounce back
completely fine. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I have no doubt either.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
We just like to freak out a little bit.
It's okay.
What do you mean I'm
girls.
Not perfect? Yeah.
We're literally like, and I have to have that conversation with myself every now and then. I'm like, you're just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
It's okay to feel the emotion and to want to emotionally eat for a minute and then bounce back the next day, because you can and you will. Literally. Like, I tell myself that. It used to be my Instagram bio. I can and I will.
Yeah.
Because it's just that. Like, I can and I will.
And I will.
When I want to.
I can do whatever I want whenever the fuck I want.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we love that. Yeah.
Thank you for coming on though. I think it's definitely an important conversation, and like the girls that are listening to this that are potentially like obviously bodybuilders and going through it, or like you're looking into competing, by all means compete. Like, I don't want this episode, now I'm thinking about it, episode to scare anyone.
Stare you away. No.
Like, if I didn't have this business and it wasn't my baby, I would have competed again, just because I love having something to like wholeheartedly work on. For me, it's just like, priorities have changed. Business is now for me. But compete. It was the best experience of my life. I absolutely enjoyed it, but just go into it educated, go into it knowing what's on the other side. Yeah. Have your support system ready. Have some protocols in place, and be okay that you're not going to meet those protocols. Like, you might slip up, and just have that plan B. But yeah, it's work towards something, do the hard thing, even if it's not a bodybuilding competition, a marathon, like whatever it is, whatever your poison is, do a hard thing, because it gives you this like whole complex and this whole eye-opening experience of like, you can and you
Just
will.
proving to yourself
you can do it. You
fucking
can do hard things if you put the work in.
If you can do an hour on the fucking stepper, you can do anything.
And we'll wrap it there, mic drop.
Seriously, but then in saying that, like, do the fucking hard thing, but also like be kind to yourself. Like, you need to be kind to yourself.
Let yourself have seasons.
Yeah.
You'll have the ups, you'll have the downs, and just stay grateful through it all.
That's it. Even a clock and even a calculator fucks up sometimes, you know? And they're then to be like the most perfect things.
Chat GPT.
No, I actually thought that myself.
Obviously. Thank you for coming on, though. I appreciate it. It was a good chat.
Thank you for having me.
And I would love to actually bring you back on in like another 20 weeks. And it's just like, just see where you're at, because it is that whole thing of you'll recalibrate like 5 times from now. So it'll be cool just to jump back in.
So many versions of myself. I'm like actually kind of excited.
Yeah. It's going to be a big season coming up. I can feel it.
Girls have like multiple personalities. I've got like multiple versions of myself with however I'm feeling and whatever I'm navigating.
The DJ comp threw me off, not going to lie.
You're like, sorry, what?
You just threw out in the middle of this app that you did. I was like, oh, okay. Didn't see that one.
Just hard style banging out.
Should have seen that one coming. Come on.
Literally.
Okay.
Oh, so good. Bye.